Notes, we are working with absolute values. So remember, the absolute value of a number is its distance from 0. Because people remember from last year. So when we're doing this, it just means to remove any negative sign in front of a number. Are you getting sick?
Once my thing gives me asthma. Because sometimes my throat gets all tight and it gives you asthma.
Okay, so how do I write absolute value? Not yet. Remember, it's the straight up and down bars. Dang, I tried to make those the same size, and then I still made it one bigger than the other.
That's not what it means.
Okay, so how will I solve for x and 7 equals the absolute value of x plus 2? So what we need to do is we need to isolate the absolute value equation or expression on one side of the equation. So I'm going to start off by just copying down this problem again. Oops, that was a plus, not an equals. MJ, please stop talking. So, is my absolute value of x all alone? No, it has that plus 2, so I want to start off by subtracting 2 on both sides. So then I get 5 equals the absolute value of x. Okay, so we want to, after this step, we want to set its contents equal to both the positive and the negative value of the number on the other side. Then we want to solve both equations if there's more work to go. So I'm going to take this piece inside, and I'm going to set it equal to both 5 and negative 5.
No, I'm taking my pen.
So whenever I remove absolute value answers, my thing it equals, there's one positive and one negative of that number. Why didn't we just what? Because I want to solve for x. I want to see what are the two numbers that it can equal. Okay, so this gets me x equals 5, and so there's 2 answers for this. When we're solving absolute value equations, we should always have, if we're getting an answer, we should always have 2 answers unless our answer is 0.
I would be so scared of you if you came to school like that.
My grandma said no.
Okay, so B is the same idea. I want to find the value of x. My step 1, my number or my absolute value is already isolated. Okay, so now I want to write and solve the equations for the two possibilities. So I'm going to take this piece on the inside, and I'm going to set it equal to positive 1 and negative 1. So I'm going to have two equations. Yeah. Okay. So, how do I solve my first equation? What do I want to do first? Yeah, I want to add 3 to both sides, so I get 2x equals 4. Then how do I get x alone? Okay. Then I want to do the same thing for the other side. So what do I do first? Okay. It's a negative 1. What's 3 minus 1? Okay. Then I want to do what? Okay. So my answers are x equals 2 and x equals 1. Okay, so this one wants me to solve. It's on the floor. So the first thing I need to do is get my absolute value alone. So what's the first thing I want to do here? Okay. What is 5 minus 8? Aussie. Okay, what do I want to do next? So unlike parentheses, I want to get rid of that number by dividing it out. So that's going to be absolute value of x plus 6 equals negative 1. Okay, so what do I want to do next? Okay, what is step 2? Step 2 is write two equations, but can absolute values equal negative numbers? Can they? No. So my answer here is going to actually be no solution.